Hi, good morning. Yes.
Good morning, Arsene. If we could start with your team news. Abu Diaby, Mikel Arteta and Jack Wilshere all came through that under-21s game on Tuesday. Well,
yeah, they came through well. They were quite at a good level physically, and they should all be available from now on until the end of the season, hopefully.
That's some good news. In other news, how's Matteo Debuchy? Is he the furthest along?
Debuchy is all right. I can only play 3 players over 21, so he is physically fit and ready. Lacks a bit much competitive edge, but overall he has no medical problem.
And how are Laurent Koscielny and Wojciech?
Koscielny, we have a test today to see how far we can go with him. He had a scan yesterday that looks quite good, but the real test will be outside today.
And finally from me, it's Burnley on Saturday. What sort of test are you expecting there?
Look, Burnley is a tough test for everybody because you shouldn't look at that table because they started slowly, but recently they have played very well against all the big teams in the league. They are quite efficient at home because they made 18 points out of 26 at home, and therefore we have to make sure that we produce the expected performance on the commitment, on the focus and on the quality of our game.
Arsene, hello. How much of an impact do you feel Jack might be able to make over the closing weeks of the season?
Everybody can have a big impact until the end of the season, Jack included.
Is he the sort of player when he's come back from injury that's able to slot back in pretty quickly and reach the level that he needs?
Look, that depends on the game, that depends on fitness, that depends on availability and the need of the team. There's no everybody is exactly rated the same, and you respect everybody, and you want everybody to just contribute to the team.
And in terms of his future here, when you see stories about Manchester City perhaps being interested in him, what would your message be? Hands off, he's very much an Arsenal player?
Look, you can imagine my answer and send it to Sky Sport News. You have enough experience, and we are not in a position anymore where we have to sell our best players.
You've won the last 7 league games in a row. It's the best form in this country and across Europe. But is there any element of frustration that it's happened maybe just a bit too late for you in terms of the title?
We'll see. Unfortunately, we don't decide when it happens. You want your team. The target of the work during the season is that your team becomes always stronger, and we have still many challenges until the end of the season. Of course, it's interesting that we are in a good form, and it's interesting that we have a good team dynamic, and hopefully we can maintain that until the end of the season, when we will see where we stand. Because we look behind us, people are chasing us. In front of us, there's quite a good distance with Chelsea, but we work very hard to reduce that.
So you've won your last 7. If you won your next 7, you'd finish with 84 points. But that's only won the league once in the last, decade, that total?
Let's win the next one.
So last season you finished 7 points behind the champions. At the moment you're 7 points behind the leaders, and you've got exactly the same number of points from the same number of games at this stage. And yet this does feel like a season of genuine progress. I mean,
I believe, yes, we had a difficult start this season, contrary to last season, where we had a strong start. We had a difficult start this season, and we had many players out for 4 or 5 months after the World Cup. And since we have found back our cohesion with everybody back, we feel we have moved forward, yes.
It's something you said all season, give me all my players back, and then you'll see what this team's capable of, and you feel you're now starting to
That's what we can show now until the end of the season, but the recent results have shown progress, with convincing results and with consistency, what is the most important witness for quality. And we want, of course, to continue to progress and to improve. We can learn from victory as well. And everything was not perfect in our last game, and we want to learn from that.
And just finally for me, if you can't win the title, how much of an achievement would finishing runners-up be for the first time in, again, a decade?
I leave other people to judge. I'm here to give my best to win the games, and leave the judgment of the quality of my work to other people. I just can commit 100% to use everything I know to help my team to perform.
Arsene, how difficult is it to bring back somebody like Jack Wilshere to start when you're just winning every game?
Look, I do not want to speak about individual selection. There's no individual cases in there. There's 25 individual cases who all deserve to play, but we are all here to serve Arsenal Football Club, and that's it.
But they say never change a winning team.
There is never a never in football.
Okay, 15 wins out of the last 17. What do you think has been the single cause? You talked about players coming back, but then you've also lost players over the last few months with injuries. What do you think is the single cause as to why you've got that terrific record since January?
The team spirit, the attitude of the players, the quality of the players, and the balance of the team.
And when you go to bed at night, you're 7 points behind Chelsea. Do you sometimes have dreams that they might just fold up and you might just get in there? Because after all, you have to play them, and they have to play the likes of Liverpool and Manchester United as well, don't they?
Look, I have enough experience to know that I have to live with reality, you know, and the reality is points and the next game. And the dreams are for people, for everybody. We have all dreams every night. But when I wake up in the morning, I have to come here and make sure that we win, give everything to win the next game.
Arsene, the Manchester derby, do you have a preference about who you'd like to win?
Not really, because the draw is not bad as well, you know, for us.
Coming into the season, a lot of people were talking about how you needed an out-and-out striker. How impressed have you been with Olivier Giroud that he's been able to step up?
I believe that he is in outstanding form since he has come back. He has improved the quality of his game, and we have plenty of strikers. You know, we have Walcott, Welbeck, Sanchez, Giroud, plus the players who are out on loan at the moment, Sanogo, Akpom. As you say, you want me to play everybody, and on top of that, you tell me to buy some more players. So that's the two together don't work.
Arsene, going back to Giroud, do you think now he is playing the best football since he arrived in England?
Yes, because he's improving. I believe that the target of everybody when you wake up in the morning is to be better, to make sure that at night you're better than the day before. And that's again the essence of our job. Make sure that you improve every day. If you're not capable to think like that, again you're in the wrong job. And he has accepted that, and he has the right focus every day to improve.
He's got his goal scoring record has been outstanding since he arrived. Ian Wright was saying last week, if he carries on the way he's going, he sees no reason why he couldn't even go on to break his record in years to come.
It will be difficult, you know. Ian Wright, Thierry Henry, they're quite high there, so there's a long way to go. He arrived a bit late as well, but I wish him that he maintains first this record. After, we'll see how far he can go.